All right, so there's just a couple things I want to point out before we play the game that we're gonna play. So wir haben dunkel. Did anybody think they know what dunkel means and hell means? Jalen.
That hell means light green and dunkel means like darker or something.
Perfect. Hell is the prefix for light. Dunkel is the prefix for dark. So, does anyone remember? We have hell. All right, hell in this case means light. It can also mean light as in weight, light versus heavy. Light as in texture of the light, it's light or dark. Um, hell means something in English, right? Right? We all know what hell means in English. What do we call that when there's two words in two different languages that look the same, sound the same? Makai? Cognate. But does it have the same meaning?
No.
It doesn't have the same meaning. So what do we need to add before cognate to indicate that it does not have the same meaning? Jake?
Fake or false cognate? Oh yeah.
Very good. False cognate. All right. So we also call that false friend. Awesome. So false cognate or false friend. Okay. So we know hell is light. We know dunkel is dark. So in German, they like to put words together. All right. So we have 2, 3, 4 words to express something. It's called an expression, right? An idea with more than one word. They like to put those words together, so they create much bigger words. So hellgrün, we can put that hell in front of any of these words and make light and then that color. Although we want to put them in front of colors that make sense. We're not going to say hell weiß because weiß can't get any lighter. We could, you wouldn't really say hellrot because then you're going to get to rosa, which is pink. But you can say hellgrün, hellblau. That might be it. Dunkelgrün, dunkelblau, dunkelrot, dunkelbraun. That might not make sense. Hellbrown would make sense, right? Light brown versus regular brown kind of is already dark. I don't know. Anyway, that's probably subjective point of view. 2 words in here, well, more than 2 words. 3 words in here that I know of come from other languages, but two specifically I want to talk about. So violet. Did anyone notice anything interesting about violet? Ethan.
It looks like violet. Like
Yes.
yeah.
It's a cognate. It looks like violet. Definitely. Do you think that violet comes from the English language?
Probably not.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Probably not because I'm asking you, right? Probably not because I'm asking you. So it does not come from the English language. What language do you think it comes from? Also, did you notice anything when you're thinking of the number fear? Fear, violet. Fear, violet, Jake.
Probably from Spanish.
It's not from Spanish, although they might say the same thing in Spanish. I'm not sure. Makai.
French.
Yes, very good. French. What do you notice about this? The V. Violet. Fear. Makai.
And fear, it's like a F sound, and violet, it's actually like a V sound.
Exactly. And now the 5 of you took French. Did you learn violet?
Yes, it was one of the colors. It was purple. Yeah.
How did you pronounce it in French?
The same way, pretty sure.
Similar, right?
I never went in French.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe like violet. I think they might not pronounce.
I think it was violet.
Yeah, they might not pronounce the T. So it's pronounced with the V sound, right? And so that's what happens when, in many languages, when you adopt a word from another language, you also adopt part or all of the pronunciation. So because violet comes from French, they adopt that pronunciation of the V. So normally in German, the V is pronounced like a F when it's in the front of a word or in the front of a syllable. But in this case, they pronounce it V. The other good example of that would be computer. Computer. Because U is normally pronounced U in German, but you don't say computer. Computer. That would sound strange to any German because computer is an English word, so they adopted that U sound in computer. Computer. Okay. And then what other word from the list do you think comes from French? Ethan. 9. Let me say them real quick again. Rot, grün, gelb, violett, blau, orange, rosa, hellgrün, schwarz, weiß, braun, grau. Did one of them sound a little bit different? It may not have, and that's okay, Makai.
It's either, I think, Rosa.
9, but that's close because that's from another language. Ethan?
Yellow,
9. Jalen?
green,
9. Makai?
Orange.
Yes, orange. So if you remember, a class told me yesterday that in French, that was also pronounced orange. Orange. So that je sound, we also say in English, orange, orange. Okay, so that comes from the French language. So orange comes from the French language, which is why they still pronounce that G like the je, which is pronounced different from normal German G's. Rosa, what language is that from? Angel.
it's Spanish.
Yeah, it's Spanish. I'm not sure if it's like Latin way back before Spanish or if it's from Spanish. I just know that it's Spanish because I've had students tell me all the time that's also Spanish. So, what we're gonna do is real quick, we're gonna play quizzes.com.